Everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today while I do what's on my desk. What's on my desk is a bit of a tray of odds and ends of a project that I've just been doing recently. And I have bought these cards from a second-hand shop and I've never really used them because I never know which to put them in. So I'm going to alter some of those if I've got time. And I've got some book pages and things here as well. So we'll have a go at decorating some things and making some things. Whether I'll decorate them or not, I don't know. We'll have to see. So I've got this blank journaling card to use because I've got this beautiful piece of paper that I'm going to turn into a tag. And rather than use up this tag, this is going to be my template to draw around, because why not? But then I don't know why I do that, because I always have to end up straightening it up anyway. So I'm going to do that, and it's longer than the piece of paper, but that's fine. This is from an old collection of Uniquely Creative, so I thought we would just I had a box of stuff and I thought, oh, I need to make something with it to use it, because I found that when I made my monochromatic Traveler's Notebook herb journal, I didn't really have a lot of sort of monochromatic things in my stash. And I don't like to make lots of things ahead of time because I like to make tags as I go, but it's useful to have a few tags and journaling cards so you don't have to make everything from scratch, I find anyway. Because the reason why I like to make them as I go is that I like to use the materials that which collection or kit that I'm using. But I'm going to have to change that thinking. I think maybe I should. I was just going to use the back of that because you can draw right on that without problem. So let's do that. Let's pop it there for the moment. Let's do that. Rather than drawing around it, we're just going to cut straight around it. Why not? And I've got 2 tags ready to go to decorate. Perfect. Might make some up. Let's see. Just need to have. I do need to have something on the back, because otherwise it doesn't work, does it? Put those 2 together. They don't really match up really well. I'm going to use some double-sided tape because I don't know why am I using it? Why not? Because I just been making cards for a previous video, so I think it's just the card maker coming out of me using the double-sided tape. Making sure it sticks. I know I should give the art glitter glue a try again, but oh, I don't know. Wasted nearly a whole bottle last time because I broke the metallic thing at the top, and I don't know, just had all sorts of trouble with it, so I wasted it. I used it a bit and then had to ditch it because it wasn't working. Everybody else I know seems to have no trouble at all, but I don't know, some things and I just don't get along. I decided, I know it's me, this is not going to match up, I can just tell. So just do some trimming. Sure it's all nice and straight. Sometimes I find it easier just to use a trimmer just to make sure it's straight. Right, so that's a beautiful tag base to use, and I've got some scraps for the bin. And then maybe with this one I can use some, make a skinny tag. So let's just, why am I cutting it down the middle when you don't need to cut? You just use it as it is. And what you could do is make it a hidden tag. Is that what they call them? I don't know. Where you have the pocket in the middle. I don't think it's called a hidden tag, but I'm going to make a tag with a hidden pocket. Is that what I'm looking? Is that the word I should be using? So let's do that. And we'll use, I did have a little cut, but I don't know, well done with it, ready to short of for the edges, for the tag edges. Just use that. Right, so with this one, actually I should have done the same for that one really. So I'm going to glue the top and have the sides open. Make sure it's stuck down. That's 2. I've got more of this paper. I may as well keep doing on this. Just use this up really, so that we might end up decorating it. So pretty. Thing is, I don't know what to decorate it with. Got flowers on there already, so I don't really want to use those. So pretty. So I'm just basically stash busting here, trying to come up with ways to use it with things. So they can be joined together, so I'll put that to one side so we know they can do that. And then this one the same as, I'm going to do the same for that one as I did for this one. I'm going to do the same for this one as I did for that one. Gosh, talk about not making any sense here. Let's have a look. My husband, Tony, his hobby is to collect records, and his turntable is making a bit of a noise, so we're going to go for a bit of a drive tomorrow to the other side of Adelaide to take it back to the place he got it from, for them to have a look at it. Hopefully they can fix it, because he's just making this noise. So of course I said to him, is it possible for us to go here? Because I found there was a the biggest second-hand bookshop in Adelaide, in Australia, oh, in South Australia. So I thought, oh, I have to go there, of course. Alright, so they've all got to be decorated and turned into something. I'm so tempted just to leave it the way it is, because sometimes less is more, but possibly just needs something little, maybe a tag or a butterfly. Let's just make a couple more, and then we'll see what else I've got. Let's have a look. Got these panels left over from a Witchcraft You Do from Laid Embellishment Mega Kit that I used the monochromatic panels for a journal I made, and didn't use the blue green one, so I may as well make a couple of things with that. Sometimes it's just not worth putting them away. Oh, it would help if I cut that out properly, wouldn't it? They have some lovely things, Witchcraft You Do. They're digitals. And the thing is that they don't really cost a lot. So if you don't use everything in the kit, then it doesn't really matter, because you've got it there for however long you like it. And I use a lot of their things. Right, just putting this one side. Just these are gonna be annoying. See that coming now? Alright. Alright, let's use these. Keep saying alright, sorry, very annoying of me. Clarabelle. Do children watch Thomas Tank and Jenny anymore? I don't know. I think my boys did it a bit when they were younger. I don't know if the kids didn't watch it a lot though. Wasn't their sort of like go-to kind of channel. Is that the word I'm looking for? Go-to. Their favourite. Got this leftover bits and pieces as well. This is from their folder organizer, something like that. I can't remember. I cut off the bottom, so I don't know. Sorry. There's another bit here. None of them got their names on them. Sorry. So I'll just put that there as well. This car just revved up a bit of a distance away, and for a minute then I thought it was a cow, because it sounded a bit like that kind of noise like a cow makes. I don't know if I want to do different things or not. Just keep it to that kind of thing. I think I might just keep it to that kind of thing. That pattern is the word I'm looking for. Just the one colour really, that's why I wanted to sort of do something different, but I can't think of what else to use. Don't think that any of the papers I've got here will match. Oh, hang on. I've got a bit of text here from another paper. That goes nice. Try that. That's cardstock, and I don't know. Sometimes I find that when you use different layers, it doesn't really. Oh, that should be alright. Just testing the layers. Sometimes it's too thick compared to the paper you've got stuck down. It sort of lifts a bit. So I'm going to make sure it's got lots of glue on it so it doesn't lift. Cut off the extra, and then I'll put on the back. I'll put some paper. From my stash. I'll go around the corner very well. Oh, I know I'm doing wrong here. Can't even go around the corner. That's terrible. Well, that looks alright. So on the back I could just use paper here. pads. Also thin though, doesn't matter. I have in the past sometimes used 2 layers for this thin paper. Just use up the scrap and then we might do a decoration of one thing, because I know that takes a while. Hands up those people who are watching Bridgerton. It's amazing because, like, sometimes on my Facebook feed or Instagram account, Bridgerton stuff comes up and people say, you know, different things. I'm thinking, well, they need to read the story and find out the reasons for those things. The books, I should say. I've got all the books. I've read all the books, and you know, the TV series is not sticking, you know, totally to the books, but it's pretty good representation of it. And then one more, and then that's it. Like, for instance, some people are saying that, oh, spoiler alert in case you haven't seen it, sorry, that Penelope was desperate to ask for a kiss, but back in those days, people didn't kiss unless you were, you know, going to marry somebody or you were betrothed. You didn't sort of have a date and kiss somebody. You just didn't do that then. You know, it wasn't done. And if a young woman did that, then she was compromised, is the word I would use, is the word they used to use. You know, the women just didn't do that. They were labelled as a woman of loose virtues or something like that. And back in those days, it was pretty awful to have that label. So, and you know, so the fact that she hadn't been kissed was quite common for young women not to have been kissed unless they was kissed by their parents, or it's not gonna go all the way down. Not long enough. Let's put something else on the bottom. So, as I said, it was quite common for young women not to have been kissed. So I don't think she was desperate. I think she just genuinely thought that, you know, no one was interested in her and she'd be stuck on the shelf, because, like, being married, you know, was, especially if you lived in the upper classes, that's what you, if you were a girl, that's what you was striving for, was to get married. Not many of them had careers or jobs of their own. They were just brought up to believe that they got married and had kids and had families, and that was what they did. Very rare was a woman who did something different to that, like Jane Austen and Beatrix Potter. I'm not sure what era Beatrix Potter comes from, but Jane Austen, I think she came from maybe later. I think she came from maybe later. I don't want to say something I shouldn't do. I shouldn't get my authors mixed up. So, yes, I don't think she was desperate. I think she just thought that she was going to be not have that experience ever. So I think you can watch these programs and they have put lots of modern twists on it and things like that, but those sort of things are sticking true to the the expectations of the time. Enough pontificating anyway, so let's find something for this one here, the first one I did. And I think that I might use my butterflies. I've got flowers in that one. I don't need to have flowers for the moment, just some butterflies. These are all my butterflies that I've cut out from various pages. Witchcraft, you do have a number of butterflies under their kits, and it always looks so lovely. I don't know if it's the right colour or not. This colour should be better. Let's have a look. So sometimes sitting there cutting butterflies is very time consuming, but it's worth it in the end, because when you don't have them ready, like this one, then it takes time to do it. So pretty quick usually. Something easy and simple like a butterfly. It doesn't have lots of little nooks and crannies to cut around. I think that's better, softer. This is good too. Wonder if I've got any more like that. I think that one's the wrong kind of thing. Maybe I need to put this ephemera holder as well, but I don't know, there's something, what is it about rifling through things? It's just, can be very, I don't know, nice. That's a nice one as well. Do like the light one as well. I wonder if I've got any more like that. Probably not. Came from the top, didn't it? Sometimes you get more. I know that these come from the Minte book. They do, in which case it's probably the only one. Not like from a kit. Minte kit, a book called The Wings that has a variety of flying things in there. Birds, butterflies, of course, beetles, dragonflies, moths. All those flying things. Things with wings. I think I'm just going to... I said something about a label, didn't I? I don't know if I want to get my labels out. I've got a big box of labels. That's just being lazy, okay? That's just being lazy. So I could maybe use some of these. I've got any suitable in there. Like I said, we might just do the one and just leave it the others. Build up a bit of a... I like the vellum ones sometimes because they sort of blend into the background a bit and don't look too obvious. So I quite like that kind of thing. So I'm going to stick that one down. Let's see what else I can find. London Bridge. It's another label. It's a different shape to that one though. I don't think I've got another one that's that shape. It's the wrong colour. There's a little clock there. Sometimes it's a shame when you buy these things from... I think I got this from Wish. When you buy those sort of things from companies, they don't always have, you know, everything you want. I'll just use the two of those. And I always forget that I've got these, so I may as well use them up today on this one, and then I'm not going to do them all with you. This could be a bit tedious for you. And my voice is starting to scratch, which means it needs a drink. Curl it. I have to get a drink, sorry. Sorry. Now I'm going to cut the coughing. Sorry. Goodness me. Excuse me. It's annoying. I won't see the red because there's no red on there at all. So one more thing. Vintage. Actually, just stick that on anyway. Oops, the vellum, the backpack plastic got stuck to my fingers then for a minute. Still stuck to my fingers. Stuff stuck to me all over the place here. There it is there. I knew there was there. I dropped it somewhere. Couldn't find where it was. One more. This one. It is a vertical tag. So if I put it there, it'll need something else as well, I think. I should go for a walk, looking at the time to see what the time is. Or should I just do it, because you can't really read what it says, just on like that. Quite like that. It needs something round just to balance it off. That colour looks alright, so let's use those and go for a walk. I find that if I sit too long, everything gets tight. I had a massage yesterday and my legs needed a lot of work. It was very painful because I'm just, my left leg, since I've had my total knee replacement back in July last year, still muscles are still really tight and get very sore. So I just said to him, can you work on my left leg today? I said it'll probably take the whole session, and sure enough it did. It's a bit of a mess really. I quite like that. Do I want to put the, so you can still see the vintage song? I think, yeah, do that. And I'll get some numbers out and do some numbers. What's that one? Wrong one, Kay. Just use this passport one. The ink is out still from before. Oops. Just knocked my tub of papers over. Some numbers. That didn't come out very well, did it? That's alright, because sometimes you don't really need a very dark one. Okay, that's one. And I think I'd like to have another thing. Maybe Maybe this one here that says figure 1, figure 2, figure 3 thing. I don't know about you, but I can never seem to get these to stick on my acrylic blocks, these stamps. Must be doing something wrong. That's it, that's good, I like that. Pop it away so I don't lose it. And I have a bit of a stamp here, so a bit of a stamp. Yeah, I quite like the way that looks. Lavender. Don't want to overdo it. I've got 3 there. That's probably enough. Got these from a set of 3 from Kmart in Australia. And I still see that they're for sale. So if you're interested in knowing where they came from. And the signature. I think that's probably enough. I wouldn't want to do any more, otherwise it'll feel overwhelmed. I just want to keep it like that, I think. I like not to have too much stuff on my tags. And I could ink around the outside in a purple. What was not purple, what's it called? Can't find it, excuse me, looking for it. Should have got it out before, but didn't. All my stamp pads all stacked on one top of each other. There it is, Dusty Concord. Never remember that. Could have done green, I suppose, around the edges. Yeah, forest moss, maybe. That would look good as well. If you wanted to, you could do a bow there. You could do, I haven't got one of those fancy clipper things, so what I have done, if I can find one, I've lost it. I've put them away somewhere so safe I can't remember where I've put them. I had a little slot thing to trace around because I didn't have a device, and I thought, oh, maybe it's in here somewhere. No, it's not. I had a little card with a little slot around it. What have I done with them? I've tied up a whole, oh, here they are. I've tied up so much stuff in here. So just take it there and draw it around it. You think, well, is it really worth it, Kay? I'm thinking, well, makes it look a bit different. Why not? You could use a knife rather than try and stab yourself. Probably would be a lot easier and safer. I'm just going to snip around the lines I've drawn. It would be easy if I bought a little punch thing, but I don't know what they're called. This kind of, you know, this kind of a hole. It's a clothing tag thing, I don't know. And if you don't like the ragged edges, get a little bit of sandpaper. Just sandpaper it. That'll do. And you could always ink it then. Okay, and then you get a bit of ribbon or something like that, or a bit of twine. I'm going to use a bit of twine since I've got it up here left over from another project. Do a double bow, I think. Let's have a look how that goes. Sometimes I do this really well, other times I don't do very well at all. Laughing at myself here because I can't do it first go, obviously. Okay, oh, we actually went first go. Pretty good. Do I want to have it there like that? Just something a little bit. I probably did this clothing tag hole a bit too close to the top. Should be down a bit further. That's all right. Use whatever you like, lace, ribbon, material. So that's my first tag made, and I'm going to do some more after I've turned you off. Just thought I'll just show you how, just show you one for today. Thank you very much for being here today, and please give me a thumbs up, make a comment, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.